hail protection.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. This is the Morning Report here on the Weather Network, and we have your regional forecast coming right up. But first, I want to point out to you one system that has been a bit of a bother to southwestern Ontario recently. It is this right here. There's a lot of moisture with this system, but the good news is the brunt of that storm has gone through, and really it wasn't a storm. That's a bit harsh. But we did have accumulations of nearly 50 millimeters in Simcoe. The precipitation, although it may not look like it with this radar, is actually tapering now in Windsor.
Morning breath for an absolutely free stamp.
Well, we mentioned some poor driving conditions across parts of southern Ontario, and it is due to some very active snow squall activity. We do have a number of warnings and advisories to tell you about. Snow squall warnings for southern Ontario through the Huronna-Perth, Barrie-Huronna area, where we expect an additional 15 to 20 centimeters of snow through there. An advisory for the Parry Sound region to the west and the Muskoka, Grey Bruce, London, Middlesex, and Oxford. An additional 10 centimeters of snow expected in that region. It doesn't end into southern Ontario. It hits the west as well. A weather advisory for Alberta, Edson, Jasper, and western Red Deer. 5 to 10 centimeters expected tonight into tomorrow. Could see up to 15 centimeters in the regions of the Rockies. Standing by in studio now to tell us about all the weather systems that are causing these conditions, here's Chris St. Clair.
Thanks, Gwen. I was going to say I could tell you about the nice places because it's a much shorter list. Let's deal with the worst weather, which is happening right now, and that's in Ontario. I just checked at Wyerton, which is at the base of the Bruce Peninsula. Visibility there is only a quarter of a mile with the snow, and it's snow that is partially associated with a low pressure system over the Laurentians, but a lot of it is coming in off the lake. It's lake effect snow, the streamers that blow down off of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. They're going to continue this evening as well, and Gwen talked about how much more snow, 10 to 15 to 20 more centimeters of snow in very localized, isolated areas, but it is happening, and it's not nice for driving. So in that region, boy, take it easy. There's also some snow which is associated with this low pressure system falling up towards Timmins. You're getting some lake effect snow at the Sioux as well. You're going to get some snow in northern New Brunswick. It's not going to start till the morning. There will be some showers develop along the Atlantic region, but still it really hasn't started raining anywhere in the east except for Fredericton right now. And let me show you the map. You can see the low moving up the eastern seaboard. That will affect the Maritimes with rain. This one will bring the snow into northern New Brunswick, and again, you'll still get some snow squalls off the lakes. To the west, we've been talking about this system, which is coming across the mountains. There's actually some shower activity moving towards Victoria and Vancouver. We'll give you the details on that in just a couple minutes, but that's making for the snow up towards Jasper. Gwen?
And the cooling trend will set in across Ontario. Temperatures from 6 to 7 degrees below seasonal for your Sunday. Chris will be back with those details.
It's time now for the local forecast on the Weather Network. And stay tuned. In just 2 minutes, we'll have a look at the long-range outlook for the entire country.
Welcome back, everybody. Just one thing before we start. I just pick up my clicker. I'm a little bit of a klutz this morning.
Anyway, our national weather for you right now is what we're checking out. Here's the jet stream, and we're watching it rise up over southern Ontario, beginning to rise up over southern Quebec as well. And that's good news. It's bringing seasonal weather to the area, though it does take a nosedive over the Four Corners states. We are seeing near seasonal temperatures on the prairies. It is cooler, though, into Montana and so on. It is cool into Atlantic Canada as well. Values remain 3 to 6 degrees below seasonal today. Meantime, what we're seeing for weather in Atlantic Canada today is mostly cloudy skies in St. John's. We'll see a few flurries on the west coast. Meanwhile, this ridge of high pressure is building over the Maritimes, so at least we'll see clearing there from west to east. But this frontal system will continue to bring clouds into southern Quebec, southern Ontario. Could see a few breaks. Now, there's still a 40% chance you'll see some showers in this area, but the precipitation will be heading just south of Quebec for this afternoon into the northeast. Mostly cloudy skies, a 40% chance you'll see some showers. Northwestern Ontario, up around 60% chance of seeing some shower activity this afternoon as this cold front approaches. Winnipeg will remain mostly cloudy, but we're seeing good conditions for both Saskatchewan and Alberta for this afternoon. And for the BC coast, well, we do have a new low pressure system that's moving on shore, so as a result, you're going to see periods of rain develop for the coastal areas, the southern coast, interior BC, well into the Columbia, in the Kootenays, you'll see showers and mostly cloudy skies for Kelowna as well as Kamloops this afternoon. Meantime, our temperatures again are getting better into Alberta and Saskatchewan today. They are mostly seasonal. Into central Canada, we're back to normal values for Toronto.